What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more Dokkan Battle. Now, today we're going to be talking about this Agl Bardock, because once again, we're talking about the FRIEZA campaign. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about here, let's just go all the way back out. There will be a playlist down below, but basically, the LR FRIEZA, the Prime Battle FRIEZA, is getting an EZA, and right now we have his challenge available, which means that every unit you're going to need for the EZA, because this EZA is very specific and will only work with these very specific units. Every single one of these are live right now, and you will need to farm them, because they are farmable. You will need to farm them for this event. Very straightforward. Now, Agl Bardock is a pretty easy one to farm, I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and go in here into training, and I've actually got him right here, completely rainbowed at the UR state, not the TUR state. But because, and simply put, I'm going to need more than just this one. Basically, I've got to have an SA5 to feed in, because he's getting an EZA. He's going to go up to SA15. He is at SA10 now. I'm going to need more. Now, the easiest way I can do this is if I go in here and I go to Awaken, because I actually don't have Awakened the TUR form. If you want to know basically how this works, he drops as an SR, as we're going to see in a moment here. Drops as an SR, not an R, that's irrelevant information. Drops as an SR, Dokkan awakens into the SSR, and then Z awakens into the TUR, the UR, the one we see there. Then Dokkan awakens again into the Transcended UR that we're going to see in a moment. Now, if I go here, unfortunately, I am low on metals. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to farm up Bardock so that we can kind of take advantage of this. And the metals all kind of farm up from this same rough event. Okay? So, I'm going to go to this event. Everything is done here through last battle. Now, you can get to this also from the front page here. As soon as the banners pop up here at the bottom, you just go over here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to get it eventually. There it is! You can click on that there and it's going to bring you in. Now, to farm Bardock, you need to farm level 8, Mystery Planet. And I'm going to go ahead and use my boost once again so that we get a little bit of extra rewards. And because this is affected by Giant Team, we are going to create a Giant Team real quick. So let's go ahead and do an update on this. I'm going to run a Tapion lead, and actually it turns out I already have pretty much a Giant Team here. But let's see if we can build a slightly better one. Alright, let's go ahead and remove all, and let's take off grade 8 power. And in fact, I'm going to remove everything, and I'm going to go for, let's see, where's the Giant Team? There's so many of these anymore, it's hard to figure out where stuff is at sometimes. So, Hybrid Saiyans, Wicked Bloodlines, Pure Saiyans. Of course, the Giant Team is hiding from me at this point. There we are, Giant Form. Bam. And I'm going to get rid of... Oops, let's try that again. That's right there at the top, actually. So we're going to use Giant Form, and I'm going to go ahead and remove all and put in my most powerful units. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Super Attack Level, and you'll notice here that there's really only one LR. I don't know if there's multiples, actually, that will do it. I don't think there are. I think it's only the one. So, yeah. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just build a team of level 120s. Just because that's going to give us the most out of this. Confirm. And that's going to give us 175% boost. So, we'll probably get a pretty respectable drop rate out of this. Alright. Now, I need 5 of these guys. So, fingers crossed. I might only have to run this once with the boost. Fingers crossed. Best to my knowledge, it doesn't matter where you go on this map. The goal is literally just to get to the end here and fight this. Who the hell is this? Oh, God. The random, like, soldiers from the not Frost, what was his name? What was his name? Chilled, Lord Chilled from the Chilled movie. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's a special kind of nostalgia right there. So obviously we don't need to SA. Probably would be a little faster if I didn't, in fact. But might as well. We're here. Knocking on the door. What's up? Boom. I lasered you to death. Let's see how many we got. So we got 3, which I believe is the maximum we would have gotten with 175. And maybe we'll actually get a couple extras. Let's see what the boost gives us. Usually the boost doubles that, so we might actually be right on the money. All right. Lego. All right. Whenever this decides to load, there we go. 1 mission complete. Bam, look at that. We got all 6 of them here. Now I can actually go ahead and grab one and go into training and just, let's go ahead and remove all of that. And they're all right there, so we can just boom, boom. No? Okay. I don't need that last one, but it is what it is. And I'm going to go ahead and just load them up. SA5. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now, like I said, we're going to need an SA10 and an SA5. I already have the SA10 already farmed up, so this is going to be good to go. And as I said, he drops at SR level. So now we're going to need to Z-Awaken him into the SSR level. Bam. All right. So since we already have the other one awakened to the UR level, not to UR, but to the UR level, I'm going to go ahead and awaken this guy also to that level as well. Now let's see what he needs to actually awaken a little bit further. All right. So I'm actually missing a couple of medals. I'm missing a Bardock medal, and I'm missing a Borgos medal. So let's go ahead and snag those really quickly to the event. And if you didn't know the easiest and fastest way to do this, I'm not going to go ahead and do a... oops. I'm not going to fart around with this team, honestly. I guess I probably should, though. Let's go ahead and just for the sake of doing this right. Boom, 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 boom. Got it. All right. Not the end of the world if I don't, but I kind of feel guilty for not. And yes, my Ribrian is reversed, and I don't feel like particularly unreversing her at the moment. So another reason why it would be better to do it this way. All right. So jumping into the event here. So all you're going to do basically is just bash through this. It's nothing too crazy or weird. Just the usual. Beat the event. And we're going to have 2 of these bad boys that we're going to do because we need some of these medals. Now, there are multiple medals you need here, so be sure to farm both of them up if you don't have this done yet. Because like I said, the goal here is to do an SA10 and an SA5. But the other thing you want to bear in mind is since you have to rainbow this unit, and you do have to rainbow this unit, you're going to have a lot of medals to farm. I'm not going to lie. Because the more I think about this, since they don't drop at SSR level, they drop at SR level, you're basically going to have to farm up 6 of these dudes. That's the bad news. That's the unfortunate news. Because, hear me out. And if you're not familiar with how this works, let's go ahead and jump in here. Alright, so we got our medals there. We got 3 Bardock medals. That's actually fantastic. If I go back here to Awaken and... where's my new Bardock? I'm going to go ahead and do AGL. There we go. All right. Oh, is he not on? He's not on Giant form. Let's go grab Pure Saiyans. Because that will at least give us that. Pure Saiyans. Boom, boom. All right, perfect. So we're looking for our SA5 Bardock, and he's right here. This is the pre-awakened version. So this is the one that we're actually going to feed into the other Bardock. So the reason I say you're going to want 6 of these, you're going to want 1 at SA10, 1 at SA5, and then 4 at SA1. And the reason I say that is because, remember, you're going to have to feed these in through the ability system. You have to have the unit rainbowed in order to fight in the FRIEZA event. And you can't actually throw anybody into the ability system until your unit is at the UR level. Well, notice mine is at SSR. We just did a Z-Awakening to get him up there, but we have to awaken him. We have to Dokkan awaken him, and he'll awaken back again to the SSR level. Seems a little unfair, And it kind of is. So let's look at the number of metals you're going to need. So you need 3 fascias, so multiply that by 6. You need 18 of her. Sorry, guys. It's a thing. Then you're going to need 18 Borgos, 18 Shugesh, 18 of Tora, and 18 of Bardock himself. Okay? Let's go ahead and farm up our Borgos real quick. But you see, if you have a giant team, it actually farms up fairly quickly. And if you've got boost available, you could do this in no time. So I have faith that all of y'all watching this will be able to figure this out pretty quickly. All right. Let's go back through here. I know I didn't amend the team, but I'm just trying to get through this as quickly as I can for y'all. Because you don't want a 30-minute video on how to awaken just this one unit when you've got so many other units that are actually so much more interesting and involved. Because I'm going to be honest, you're going to do this once for this guy, and then you're not going to do it again. But you have to do this for the FRIEZA EZA. Kinda sucks. Not going to lie. Kinda sucks. Alright. Somebody get a double attack and make my life easy. Fasha, what you got, girl? And she didn't actually kill him. Color me depressed. All right, this is gonna be a painful run. This is not gonna be a fun one. Look at that. Okay, now this is actually substantial. This does mean we're kind of done here. I feel pretty confident that the Golden Great Ape of Goku will be able to wipe these last 3 out very quickly. So that's good news. Had I... Alright. As I'm hyping him up, he's just not doing what he should do. Alright. To be fair, I didn't give him an SA, and I don't think he's boosted right, but whatever. I love eating my words. That's the best part of my day. There we go. Alright. So look at all these awakening medals we got. We just got a ton of awakening medals. Let's go see our cachet, as we shall put it. Boom. I believe all we needed was Borgos, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the one we needed. So let's see what is included here in our just stockpile of medals. All right. So we got 2 Borgos. We got 2, they got 3 Fascias, 2 Shugesh, and 2 Toras. That is going to do the ticket for absolute certain. So now I'm going to go grab, once again, my SA5 Bardock, and now we are going to Dokkan Awaken him for the first time. There will be 2 Dokkan Awakenings that you're going to have to do on this unit. Now, the fun part is here, you're going to have to do this first Dokkan Awakening 6 individual times. But once you get him up here, we're going to go ahead and awaken him, Z-Awaken this guy, to the UR state, and then at that point, we can actually throw him into the ability system. Now, I'm going to show you basically what I'm talking about here, just as a visual aid, though I already have my other one done. It is what it is. All right. So now Bardock is UR, and it says there I could finally throw him through the potential system. Now, you will note that my old Bardock up here, this one here, this is the one that I SA10'd, and he is actually already completely duped out 100% in the ability system. I probably don't have the best things for him in here. Probably should have given him a little more dodge, but if I'm honest, I'm not going to ever probably use him again, so it doesn't matter too much. Feels like a waste of orbs? Kind of is, but if you want to EZA FRIEZA, you got to do it. And I recommend it because FRIEZA's actually really good. Really good. Now, we have our 2 Bardocks. We got the SA10 one up there, and we got our SA5 right here. So basically the other 4 that we had are the ones we fed into the dupes on the SA10. So now we're kind of caught up with where we need to be. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Dokkan Awaken my SA10. But now you're going to notice that you're going to need 10 for each unit of each one of these medals. Now at this point it's pretty straightforward. We're just going to go ahead and fight our fight. See what medals we can get. I'm going to go ahead and boost to see if I can get a little bit extra out of this. Let's see. Can we get... yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. Bam. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, let's go Whomp Chilled. And like I said, that will pretty much be that. We just basically have to fight this fight until we've got all 20 of our medals, do our awakening, and then when we finally have that done, then we got to go do Extreme Z, Extreme Z area. It is what it is, guys. It just simply is what it is. All right. So Chilled's going to take a Whomp in here. Bam. All right. Bam. All right, cool. Let's see how many medals we got in total. I don't think that's going to be enough. You might have to run this a few times. That is life, unfortunately. That is life. Now, come on. Who cares about all that crap? Let's go. I don't generally grind link levels in some of these units, so for obvious reasons. It will make your fight a lot easier if you grind link levels on Bardock. So you actually might want to throw Bardock on this team for this purpose. So I got 6 medals that time. Could do better. It is what it is, though. I'm just happy to have what I have. So now, I don't think I have enough yet to awaken him, and I do not. So I've got to run it a couple more times. But you get the basic idea. Now, the problem is this only now gets him up to the TUR level. You still got an EZA, old boy. Now, if you've been playing this game for any kind of amount of time, you already know what Extreme Z area is. It's kind of like Extreme Z Battle's cheaper younger brother. So if we go into challenge here, the Extreme Z area for Bardock is live. Now, Extreme Z areas require that you run a very specific array of units, and this one is no exception. Okay? So right here, characters that need to be included on your team. We've got to have the Awakened Bardock. Since my Bardock is not awakened, I'm not going to be able to run the team. It sucks. It is what it is. Now, there's also a list of characters that you can take on this event for certain. I would almost recommend just, like, you could run the Ginyu Force team. That's probably what I would do, because the Ginyu Force team is going to be substantial. The Ginyu Force team is going to hold their own. You just didn't have to throw a Bardock on the team, and I would just almost throw them off rotation. Because that's the free-to-play Ginyu Force team that you just grind up, like, early in the game. If you haven't, you ain't there. But you can also do... if I can farm them up here. The Team Bardock team as well. That would be a better fit. The links are going to be better, but for me, either way, like, one of those free-to-play teams will absolutely dominate. FRIEZA would be a great unit to throw on here. The exception of this matter is, and unfortunately I can't build the team at the moment because I have not EZA'd my Bardock. It is a thing. But I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to kind of come back and revisit the Extreme Z battle here in a couple of days once I've gotten that done. So now you basically know how to get to this point. Now, how do you handle this situation? Well, very simply put, you need quite a few of these medals. Let me get you the actual numbers here because they're pretty substantial. So for bronze medals, you're going to need 15 bronze medals, 40 of the silvers, 30 of the gold, and 30 of the rainbow. Basically the same as any kind of other Extreme Z Awakening. So the easiest way to acquire this is when you go in here, when you go into this stage right here, and unfortunately I can't because I just don't have the team. Let me see if I've got another Extreme Z area I can jump into real quick, because it's going to be roughly the same. Let's see. Let's go just grab this Extreme Z area, because you'll have to do this one as well. So if I go into Z Hard, there's two forms. There's Z Hard, and then there's Super. So the Z Hard is going to give you the bronze medals and the silver medals. The Super is going to give you the gold medals and the rainbow medals. All right? It guarantees you have to use the one friend. Then you've got to use this team. This team actually has a hole in it because I just didn't have the unit at the time. And the funny part is I still managed to do it. But that's a story for another day. So you're going to have two paths. This path here is going to give you the bronze medals. This path is going to give you the silver medals. Basically, you're going to get 10 in each run. So, or I believe you get 5 bronzes and then 10 silvers. So basically, you got to run one, each one. I think this one actually gives you 12, I believe. But you got to run each one 3 times, and that's going to give you all the medals you need. Sometimes there will be a one that pops up in the center, a question mark block, and that's going to give you either one of these two. So hopefully you'll get lucky, grab that right out of the gate. Pretty straightforward, but you got to run each one of these 3 times, and then it'll give you exactly the medals you need. So it's not crazy. It's not altogether the most wild and insane thing. And all of these Extreme Z battles are exactly identical in that regard. So, then you go into Super, and it's literally the same thing. Gives you the 2, except this time it's the silver medals and the gold medals, and it's going to give you, or say silver capsules and the gold capsules, and it's going to give you the gold medals and the rainbow medals, and each one of those are going to drop 10 at a time. Well, 5 at a time on each rotation, so you got to run it 3 times. So you get it will only let you acquire 10 per run, so run each one. Well, unless you get the rainbow, or unless you get the question mark block in the center again, that gives you another 10 of whatever it is. But arrange accordingly, run each one roughly about 3 times, and you'll have enough medals. So you need to basically run this 6 times here, 6 times here. Sounds daunting, it really just kind of isn't. All these Extreme Z areas are exactly identical. Now, unfortunately, my Bardock isn't completely farmed up. I wish he was, but because of that, I won't be able to run this exact one, but you get the idea. Now, I'll come back and revisit this once that's ready to go, and we'll do a part 2 of this with Bardock Awakened. But for now, go get your Bardocks, go get them awakened, go run Extreme Z Battle. I'll have part 2 out here for you probably here in the next couple of days. That said, like, comment, and share. I'll be back at you guys with more of your EZA LR FRIEZA grind, because it is a grind, but you got plenty of time to do it. You got a month and a half to make this happen. You basically have till the end of February. So, let's get on with it. We'll catch you on the next one.